Hi everybody, and welcome back to La Capricornia with me, Priscilla Moreno. As always, make sure you stay until the end for your guided tarot messages. So you guys, this week I want to talk about FOMO energy and how that's affecting you negatively if you really feel this way. So FOMO is an acronym. If you don't know, it stands for fear of missing out. And at first I kind of thought this was like a cute little word being used. Like, hey, oh, I saw my friends go out or something, or I decided to go out with my friends because then I was going to have this FOMO energy. But one thing that I've noticed is people have recently started saying like, oh, I have serious FOMO, or they're actually very, very like upset and even anxious for that FOMO energy coming to them. So one thing that kind of like makes you feel like is, if I don't do this, I'm going to miss out on something. And they get in such a mood of like, okay, if I don't hang out with my friends, I'm going to miss out on this fun. If I don't, this and that. And you just keep making yourself more anxious and anxious having this FOMO energy. And while it would be awesome to be able to do, a billion and one things, sometimes you can't, and sometimes it isn't your place to be at. Maybe the universe has better plans for you. While you are missing out maybe on going out with your friends, maybe you're meant to be here so you can do something better, so you can actually, maybe you had to stay late for work, and that day that you stayed late, you solved, for XYZ, and now you're up for a promotion. Where if you had gone out with your friends, maybe you wouldn't have solved it as fast. Maybe, this or this would have happened. And I'm not saying you can't have fun, you guys, because that is not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that sometimes you can't always, be in everything that you want to do. Even with like vacations, because I've actually heard friends say this where they're like, oh, she went to this place. I had such FOMO energy, I should have gone and blah, blah, but, I had to save my money for, this. And I'm kind of like, well, it was like a good thing because now you're going to meet your goal of what you're saving your money for, or whatever it was. While, yeah, I get it, you guys, it would be fun. It would be fun to like vacation, travel, and things like that. Again, you can't always do those things because there are priorities. And I think that's where we have to learn to have that balance so that we're not feeling that FOMO energy. Know that sometimes things come with sacrifice. Like the other day, I was kind of thinking in my head, I haven't been to Rosarito in such a long time. And I was seriously kind of having like that FOMO energy of like, oh, when I get the chance, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to do this. But right now, you guys, I'm saving up to buy a house. Like that is my goal. 2023 is going to have a house with my name on it, right? And that is what I've been manifesting. That's what I want. And if I'm over here spending all my money on vacations and traveling and, doing X, Y, and Z, where am I going to be at with that, plan that I have for myself? It's going to start extending longer and longer. I'd rather just let's get this over with and then I can go on my vacations and have fun. Because what a lot of people don't understand is when the banks start looking at your statements and they start seeing you're spending on, all this stuff, then it's like, oh, well, it's, I was just having a small vacation or something, when in honesty, that vacation might backfire on you, in the long run. And like I said, doesn't mean you have to give up your lives, you guys. I'm just saying sometimes there are things you have to prioritize. And that's how you have to look at it. You have to look at the bigger picture because like I totally understand. There have been times where like I have some friends that go out every weekend. Every weekend they're partying, they're doing this, they're doing that. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I could go and party all the time. But, I have things that I prioritize and I have set for me. Not saying that what they do is wrong, but unfortunately for like my lifestyle, that's not what it is, And so that's basically what makes the difference. The difference is where is your mindset at? Where are your goals? And, is this FOMO energy really something to let you take over your life? Are you really going to let it become something that you have to, you know, give up everything because you don't want to have, or you want to have this anxiety of what if this and that, what if, you know, if I don't do this, I'm not going to have like a friend, what if I don't do this, I'm not going to have this. And even when it comes to responsible things, it's the same thing, you know. You gotta find that balance, you guys. You gotta look at it, the bigger picture, and see what is working for you, what is not, what's good for you and what is not. And why you can't always predict everything or be 1,000% ahead for, you know, future wise thinking or things like that, you got to find that balance. And it's hard, I understand. I struggle with it myself as a Capricorn, and being all earth, I struggle very much with control. I struggle with, you know, releasing it and just going with the flow sometimes. But there are times where I have to be like, oh, hold on. Like, you're going into this FOMO energy and you're not writing it out, you know? And which is what the universe wants me to do. It wants me to stay in the present and make the most of the energy that's around me. Okay, you guys, so that was my message for today. Let me know if you guys like it, or let me know what other things you guys want me to talk about so I can make more videos for you guys that you guys would like to see. Okay, so for your first tarot card, I am getting the Sun, which is awesome. I feel like good things are coming your way, but I also feel like good things are coming your way and you're starting to see the benefit of something. So I almost feel like there was something negative or something. I think I had read this previously where you felt you were letting go of something. I feel like you're getting past that. I feel like the sun's coming out for you. You're starting to see the good in it. You're happy. You're truly happy. I'm actually getting like such good vibes from this card. But I'm also seeing that it came from a time where things weren't that great. And of course, to back it up, you guys, here is the Five of Pentacles. So I do feel like you were in a situation where you felt like you were left out in the cold, kind of how these people are. You're wounded. You probably were not doing the best. And this could be like mentally, physically. It could be applied to anything. But you're definitely getting the sun. You're starting to see the brightness to something. You're starting to see the good side of it. You're living a wonderful life. Like, I love this feeling of like happiness that's coming out of this. Like, you have that thought that you can do whatever you can now. Kind of implies by just like the whole imagery in this, like anything's kind of possible. Okay, and your last card is the Four of Swords. So whatever situation you were in, that feeling, it's dead, done, and over with. You're done with it, right? As you can see, there's already like this is basically like the coffin of it. It's done, you guys. You're definitely seeing the benefits out of this, and it's going really good. So your guided card is the Miracle of Prayer. So this one, you guys, I'm definitely getting like you've been praying for this and you've been asking for this and you're starting to see some fulfillment. So it's definitely going very good. And I will continue that, you guys. I will continue having that faith in yourself, having that faith in your guides, and going to where your guides lead you to, where the universe wants you to. Okay? So that is the end for this video. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on my other social media so you guys can keep up with all the random things that I do. So have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.